Well, that time is nearly upon us once again. Christmas is here, December is in the air, snow is falling, I kinda hate it, and like any holiday season, you want to come together, and you want to have a Christmas party, a Christmas celebration, a Christmas get-together. And I've gone ahead and I've come up with an invite list of Touhou characters I would like to have at my Christmas party this year. Now, I've gone ahead and made this list based off the top 50 characters from this year's Touhou Popularity Poll. If your favorite isn't here, it's because you didn't vote hard enough, and I'm very sorry for that. It's nothing personal against your favorite character. I just had to cut it off somewhere, and I figured if I went much higher than 50, I would be doing this for the next 20 days. I have Sliv here with me as my co-conspirator in this planning process for this Christmas party.
Rin, I just have one question for you. We live in a 400 square foot apartment. How are we fitting 50 other people into it?
All of them are going on the balcony. Now, we have some tiers going on. There might be some variations on how you feel about your favorite people in your life, the people you invite to your Christmas party. So, you have the people who you're not going to invite for one reason or another. There's nothing personal against them. You might like them. There's just reasons that happen. Life gets in the way. And sometimes someone just is stinky or something and you don't want them in your house. Some people, you're going to invite them, but you don't really care if they show up. Some people you're just going to invite. Some people are cool. You don't want to not invite the cool cats. You want them to bring life to the party. First invite is the people that are obvious. You got to have them. Like, it wouldn't be Christmas without them. And most importantly is wonderful Christmas time, which is the people that mean the most to you during this holiday season. Okay, first off, we have Rumia.
Okay.
Rumia, first boss of EOSD. One of my favorite characters. We're starting off strong. She has the power of darkness, and she likes eating people, which might be a problem. We can manage the small little gremlin, and frankly, Rumia needs the W right now, which is why...
This just in, from our nameless guest. He has informed me that your taste in Touhou is his shit.
Did he actually? I'm going to fucking kill him. Now, I'm possibly going to make some people mad throughout this video. One, because apparently I can't get names right, but also because I have no idea who this next character is, but she did rank fairly well in the popularity poll, and I don't know why. Hey there, Future Rin here. You see, when I first did this recording, I did not know who Renko Usami was. She is a character that's a big deal within the Touhou audio CD, something that I'm not innately familiar with despite the amount of time I've spent researching this freaking series. Originally speaking, I somewhat made my decision based off of the fact that I did not know much about her. However, in the end, my point still stays valid that she would not be attending due to the fact that she doesn't actually really know anyone on the invite list, let alone in Sokyo. Anyway, just thought I would make this addendum here and not have it be a weird jump cut. That's what happened. I'm dumb. Moving on.
Not friends with anyone else on the list, right?
No.
Alright, yeah.
She, like, one person has seen her before.
Yeah, no. Let's savor the embarrassment.
Savor
no
the
use coming to the party if you don't know anyone.
Okay, Cheerno.
Yes, Cheerio.
Cheerio, hip hip Cheerio. The strongest. Canonically? Canonically, absolutely. She's the strongest. No doubt about it.
Well, I'm gonna fear for my life if the strongest person doesn't come.
Absolutely. And also, like, Chino has ice powers, and that's sick in a party. Like, keep your drinks cold. The fridge breaks down, you just, like, throw Chino in there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but couldn't you also just put, like, the drinks outside? It's Christmas.
50 people are going to be out on the balcony. Where are we putting the cooler? I think we need someone there that can keep the drinks nice and frosty. I feel like it's only appropriate. The Ice Fairy is a cool cat. Sakuya. I think that she is a must-have at this party. Having someone around who can clean up everyone else's mess in what would be perceived to us as 0 seconds is pretty rad.
That is pretty rad.
She is probably a first ballot invite. Bordering wonderful Christmas time, but definitely first invite. I think that's a strategic move right there. Kaguya potentially could run into issues with someone else on this list.
Okay.
Mortal enemies for all of eternity who regularly attempt to kill each other, and they're both immortal.
Well, they've had infinite time to resolve their differences.
It is kind of a love-hate relationship depending on what interpretation you take of these characters. A little bit crazy. Has some crazy bitch energy going on.
Now, is this good crazy bitch energy or bad crazy bitch energy?
Debatable crazy bitch energy.
Is this I'm going to manipulate you and take the kids away energy? Or like, I upper decked your toilet?
Would Kaguya upper deck the toilet? That is a fantastic question. I don't believe that Kaguya would be the type to upper deck a toilet. You know what? I'm perfectly indifferent on this one, I think. I think, like, she can come, but I'm not, like...
You won't be mad if she doesn't show up.
Yeah. I'm not going to be, like, upset if she, like, went, like, yeah, no, I'm just going to hang out in the bamboo forest. And there are a few characters that are going to be like that, where it's just, like, I don't expect them to show up. Sagami is gonna be a problem. Also, she's like one of the few that got part of her head cut off in the images. I tried really hard not to have anyone get decapitated because Kaz has a habit of doing that when he does these tier lists.
Yes.
And I have failed. So, Sagami is not... It seems to go a little bit against the grain compared to a lot of the other Lunarians. She's definitely, like, not super dedicated to the moon compared to, like, other Lunarians out there. She could potentially, like, be an option to go to the party. However, she can also reverse a situation with her words. So if she were to speak about the party itself would begin to reverse itself, which is definitely a problem.
Right.
Because, like, if you know, we're playing a pretty sick Christmas party, so everyone's going to want to talk about it.
Yes.
So I wonder if maybe we should take a pass on her entirely.
Would that be the right thing to do, though? Like, is this something she can control? She
can't control it, but she can control what she says, obviously.
Right.
So she can just not say something about the party. So provided she remains reserved and isn't, like, so hyped for this party that, like, it reverses itself from existing.
Yes.
I think we should be fine. I think she's also one of those, I wouldn't be mad if she didn't come.
Right. But you also have to think about it this way, right? Even if you exclude her from the party and she catches wind that there is a party, there is going to be a grudge there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, you remember back in 1914, right? The good old year of 1914. Soldiers from the United Kingdom, France, Austria-Hungary, the German Empire, and Russia all called a Christmas truce to celebrate Christmas together. I think it's fair that we invite everybody from all sides.
Yeah, I'll invite her. You know what? That's fine. We have Yomu. Yomu's cool. She is a half ghost.
Wait, what's a half ghost? How can you be half of a ghost?
So basically, she has a phantom that accompanies her and it extends her lifespan.
Okay.
Which are like the white light puffs that kind of follow around with her. I think it would be good to invite her. She definitely seems like one of those characters that might like eat too many L's, and I want, like, you know, positivity. Okay, do we invite the rat?
Like an actual rat?
Yeah, an actual rat. Just an actual photorealistic, like, actual rat.
A photorealistic actual rat. Yes.
Yeah.
Or Remy from Ratatouille.
No, like a real rat. Like, we just have, like, a New York City sewer rat.
Remy is a real rat, except he's a Paris, France sewer rat.
Paris isn't a real place. Okay, Nazrin. I don't know. It would be really funny to see Kaz interact with an actual rat, given his crippling fear of them.
You know what? We're gonna let the rats in?
We're gonna let the rats in.
Cool
rat. Hold on a minute.
Rat.
There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and automatically invite Rin on account of... Well, you know.
Yes, I know.
A fellow Rin cannot be left hanging. I feel that would be very upsetting. Okay, we got Reimu. Raymond. Where are we putting Reimu? I'm presuming we're inviting her, you know.
Yeah, we can't not invite the Reimu.
can't not invite the star of the show, and I feel like that would be wrong anyway, even if she wasn't the protagonist. She's fine. I think she's cool enough.
Cool rat Reimu?
Yeah, I think Reimu qualifies as a cool... actually... Yeah, that's fine. Yuko. Yuko, we might run into some problems. You see, Yuko, we're talking about Christmas parties. There's going to be food. And Yuko is going to eat that food. She's very, very big into the eating scene.
But is she a glutton and would eat everyone else's food?
That's the question. It also
that depends on what kind of food we have, right? If we're doing finger food or if we're making everyone a plate or...
Well, I think it would be a potluck. I think, like, you know, I think some of the characters could bring some cool stuff to a potluck, you know? Nazrin could just bring a block of cheese.
But do you think she'd finish the food she's bringing to the potluck before she arrives? Because that's a deal breaker for me.
You see, I don't even think she would make the food herself. She would have Yomu do it. But I'm sure Yomu would account for it. And once again, it would be weird to kind of like invite the servant and not the master.
Yes, that would be weird.
I think we'll invite her.
We'll invite her?
Oh yeah, I think we'll invite her. I think that's the right choice to make. Also, like, I'm doing myself no favors with putting all the perfect Cherry Blossom characters in just will invite tier. This is going downhill rapidly.
Yo, who is that?
It is Parsi. I think Parsi should not be invited. Parsi's ability is to manipulate jealousy. She is the embodiment of jealousy. So she can manipulate those feelings in others. However, she is also...
Especially at a Christmas party? That's not going to turn out well.
She's also a very jealous person, though. So, like, if she found out that we didn't invite her to the Christmas party, that could also be a huge problem. But if you talk to her, like, she'll hate you because she's jealous of you. I feel like you're playing with fire here, like even inviting this character. Or like even having this character in the discussion. Yeah, let's just not invite her. I think that solves everything. She's decapitated anyway, like, what are we gonna do? We can't bring back the deads. Okay, we got Alice. Alice is fine. She's one of those characters, though, that I wonder if she would even show up. Because she definitely seems to be more happy kind of just being a hermit.
I don't want to exclude her, though.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't, like, not invite her. Well, cool.
knowing her personality, I wouldn't be mad if she didn't show up.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
it's not unreasonable that she wouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. Once again, like, this isn't truly like a we like these characters less kind of thing. It's more like in the situation of a Christmas party, like.
No, this is the definitive. Like, are they showing up to the party?
Yeah. There
is no ifs, ands, or buts. This is not subjective. This is 100% objective. They are not going to show up.
Well, I, for one, feel like there's quite a few busts. We got Aya. I'm presuming this is Aya. This image is really tiny. Photographer. The issue is that there's any scandals at the Christmas party. She's going to report it in the news, and that's going to be pretty brutal.
She'd definitely be documenting the entire party, sending all the pictures after the party to the Touhou Party Discord channel. On
top of it, the kid, Greg from Diary of a Wimpy Kid approves of Aya, so that's a pretty good bar.
Wait, what?
Does Greg know Touhou? He plays those, sometimes. Greg loves Aya.
We got Patchy.
Patchy the pirate?
Yeah, Patchy the pirate. Patchouli. Probably another one of those, like, won't be mad if she doesn't show up, because I don't expect her to.
Okay.
I think, like, it's good to send out the invite as a sign of goodwill. However, she seems more interested in books, and also, like, she's got, like, a bunch of health conditions and stuff. Like, going out to a party might be a bit too much for someone in her position. That said, like, I don't know, you can probably find somewhere to just chill out in the 400 square foot apartment with a balcony with 50 people on it. We got Momoji, which I'm still certain I'm saying wrong. I think, like, if I didn't invite her, a friend of the channel might show up in my room and shank me.
No, he'll shank you at the Christmas party.
Yeah, everyone.
Like, this isn't just the Touhou is showing up. Like, we have to have our close personal friends show up as well.
Whoa. Are we implying you're showing up?
Why wouldn't I show up to the Christmas
Wait,
party?
where are we putting Sliv on the Touhou tier list?
I think I'm a first to invite. I don't know if I'm quite at Wonderful Christmas Time. I can do some pretty weird things.
No,
and I don't know if the
only
Touhous would
so
approve.
far only Rumia is Wonderful Christmas Time, which is a good place. I feel like Rumia really deserves that spot.
Oh,
I watched Asano Reimu and it made me sad, so she deserves the win. We got Ramelia. I feel like, Ramelia's been alive for a fairly long time. She probably has, like, some sick, like, vintage wines in that mansion.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Is there any risk of becoming vampire?
I don't think so.
And is there any risk of daylight happening?
I mean, it'll be an evening party, like, and I'm sure, like, the vampires have figured out how to, like, deal with the fact that light exists.
Mm.
Like, generally in works, Ramelia and Flandre just end up having umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to be perfectly fine.
Now, we all we need to do to keep them safe is make sure they don't go in the room that we have the grow up in. Because that will be the same as stepping out into the sun.
Oh, I thought you meant Ramelia was just gonna get super baked.
Well, there is that too. We can turn off the grow lights for the length of the party if you really want to.
Ramelia, character traits, absorbs weed. Just starts smoking it. Immediately upon sight. You know what? That makes her a cool cat. She's moving up.
Okay.
Even though all the weed's gonna be gone. We have Seija, and she's definitely not coming to the party.
Okay.
Her whole thing is basically being devil's advocate. So
Okay.
she wants the opposite of whatever everything is.
Okay.
So for example, like when she was the main villain, her whole thing was she wanted to have the weak rule over the strong in Gensokyo because the strong rule over the weak currently. It just doesn't work out. Right. I think, like, nothing personal against her. I know she's really popular. She's not coming to the Christmas party. Once again, it's one of those situations where, you don't want someone that's gonna, like, cause just, like, everything to fall apart immediately.
Yeah, that's not a wise decision.
Give it a couple hours into the party at least before everything catches fire, preferably. And we have Hongmei Ling. I like Hongmei Ling. Having a bodyguard at the party, probably a pretty good idea. She can break up fights. And
if Ramelia is getting absolutely baked, that
yeah,
we
probably need more people to kind of keep Ramelia like from smoking too much weed. You can't just leave it all to Sakuya. I think for sure she's getting invited. I don't know if she quite qualifies as cool rat, and I don't quite need the extra social credit score. Mm-hmm. So I think we're just gonna invite her. Chen.
Cats are cool.
Cats are pretty cool. Now the question is, will a honking ban be in effect at the party? I, for one, feel like that would be the wrong thing to do.
Now, do cats and rats, will they get along?
I'm sure it'll be fine, right? We got Sawako. Frog,
you say?
Now, we talked about Ramelia possibly having, like, a bunch of vintage wine. Sawako is, like, an ancient, like, shrine goddess.
Okay.
So she's got the really good shit.
She does got the real good shit.
I believe that she is a very, very good drinker. It's always like the short people that are the most threatening with alcohol. Like, you just see them whip out a bottle that's like the size of their entire torso and it's gone, and I don't know what happened, and I'm scared.
Now, do you think she's ever done Toad?
Fucking Toad from Mario? What?
No,
like
about? Licked the back of a toad for psychedelic purposes.
No?
But definitely bringing in like the high value sake.
Oh, absolutely. I think she moves up to first invite. Bordering on Wonderful Christmas Time, but I understand that that's my personal bias. Iki
Shiki.
Definitely not coming to the Christmas party.
Okay.
So, her whole thing is that she judges people based off their sins. And I think that is the worst thing you can possibly be doing at a party. Kaisen Ibaraki.
Kaisen.
Queso Queso.
Queso dip.
Queso dip. Yeah, that's pretty sick at the Christmas party. She's an Oni. She had her evil side removed by having her arm chopped off and replaced. So she's pretty cool.
Did she have a cool hook hand now?
No, it's still a regular hand. And, like, her evil, like, the evil hand, like, became an evil version of her. I think, you know, she's hung around Reimu a bunch. You know, I think having her, you know, hang out with more people is always good. I think we'll give her an invite. Raisin. Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. I think the rabbit's pretty cool. I think she needs a W. You know, she seems a little bit self-conscious and stuff because, you know, being a slave on the moon for a decent portion of her life will do that. It is going to be awkward that Touhou did not make the top 50, which means she's not in this list and therefore not going to the Christmas party, but Raisin is. However, I definitely think Raisin deserves to go. It's just a question of if she qualifies as a cool rat. I feel like if we put her a cool rat, I feel like she like would be like, wow, you know, this tier list that, you know, you would never show your friends if you were making a tier list of who was getting invited to your Christmas party. But if she saw it, she'd be like, wow, I got ranked pretty well. That's a good confidence boost. So I think, you know, cool rat. Now, we talked about Sawako before and bringing, like, the good shit. We have Suika Ibuki, who's also a character who could bring the good shit. However, and she'll bring a lot of it. She also will drink substantially more than what she brings. She's getting invited. I think she should get invited. I am a little concerned about like running out of alcohol. We have Okina. Given that she just wanted to be remembered, I think it would be mean not to invite her. You know, I think there's nothing wrong with her. I think she's just fine. Miko.
What's a Miko?
I think, well, she is the living embodiment of Prince Shotoku, who has many interesting stories told about him. However, I think the one that's worth mentioning for the sake of this is that her ability is to engage and have and listen to 10 different conversations at the same time. That is one of her abilities, which I think is very good for a large gathering.
It is very good for a large gathering.
I don't know if that makes her first invite tier. She might just be cool rat tier.
Yeah, I can live with cool rat.
Yeah. Notori. The question is, how many cucumbers are we providing at this party for her to eat?
Well, it seems like Nitori is a woman of my own heart. She would eat a full cucumber in its wrapping on the city bus, just like I did.
Oh yeah, and like, you know, if there's like a gift exchange or something, you know that like her gift's gonna be wild because like she's going to invent some crazy ass invention that like freaking, I don't know, probably explodes actually.
Like, I know I'm at least gonna have 3 cucumbers at the Christmas party.
That's a lot of cucumbers.
That is a lot of cucumbers, but you know what? That's only like 100 calories, and that's pretty cool.
Okay, she can be a cool rat. We got Tenchi. She's definitely not bringing anything to the potluck, but she's gonna eat like more than her fair share. But like, I feel like Tenchi fans out there are some of the more aggressive. So I feel like if I don't invite her, that's another case of I'm going to just get shanked in my sleep. I think she'll be fine. Yuka, she is a little bit fucking crazy. She is borderlining on a top deck in the toilet crazy.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
You know, maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration. Like, she's probably not going to respect us or our 400 square foot apartment with 1 bathroom and 50 people on the balcony.
We do already have a bodyguard with us, so there is that.
Yeah, but that's not going to unshit the upper deck of the toilet. However, I feel like she'll kill me if I don't invite her. So I think I'm going to send out the invite and hope that she's busy tending to her flowers. And leave it at that.
Well, worst case Ontario, she brings a poinsettia.
Thank goodness we don't have any dogs coming. Byakurin, she's pretty cool. She believes in, like, peace for all, which is kind of, you know, a big part of the spirit of Christmas. I think she deserves to get invited.
Yeah, for sure.
Hadano Kokoro. I think she'd be really cool to have at this party. Because, like, I think it's sick to have someone who, like, loves doing performance and stuff around. Mm-hmm. I think that's rad. And, like, her whole thing is that she loves performance. And, you know, like, I feel like a party situation is great for helping people get out of their shell, and she's definitely someone who needs help with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a really good place for her. We got Moku. Moku is the other immortal who has a eternal rivalry with Kaguya.
Okay.
So they're both immortals. They both keep trying to kill each other repeatedly for all of eternity, and it's kind of a love-hate relationship, depending on how you look at it. I think she is way cooler, though.
Okay.
And she can manipulate fire, which is awesome at when you want to, like, keep warm. You know, we might want to start, like, a little Christmas fire on the balcony. And, you know, we have bodyguard, like, people who play a role, a bit of bodyguard, just, like, stop fighting starting. Mm-hmm. I think she is, like, a top billing. Like, she's a cool cat, and also, like, yeah, I think she goes way up. Okay. I think that's good. We got Yuma.
Probably.
Now, Yuma is probably fine. However, if she's been hitting the oil, we're gonna have a problem. So the question is, do we want to take a chance on her hitting the oil before the Christmas party, like pre-gaming the Christmas party?
Take that chance.
Yeah, I think we could take that chance.
As long as she has a designated driver, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, for sure. As long as she doesn't bring oil to the Christmas party. I feel like, you know, I don't think the plumbing can handle that. Now, she is going to be another one that is a little bit difficult food-wise, because she can devour anything whole.
Okay.
So, you know, if you have, like decorative fruit on the table, I feel like she's going to eat the entire fruit bowl, and I don't know if I'm ready to deal with that.
Well, decorative fruit, fortunately, isn't too expensive to replace, and none of it is sentimental for me, at the very least.
But how
is any of our decorative fruit sentimental for you, Rin?
No, actually. I don't even know why we have it. I feel like, you know, if she's chill, you know?
Yeah.
So we have Satori. So a lot of people are really uncomfortable around Satori.
Okay.
Because Satori, her ability is that she can read minds with her third eye.
Okay.
And, like, her abilities are horrifying. Because she can just make you relive your worst memories while making you forget them for all eternity. She's definitely going to make other people uncomfortable with the fact that she could do that at the Christmas party. However, I don't feel like that's worth not inviting her. I'm fully imagine she's also one of the types that just wouldn't show up.
Might be a good idea to throw her right there. Won't be mad if she doesn't show up.
Yeah, I think that's fine. However, we're going into another one that you definitely don't want at the party. We don't want Junko at the party.
We do not want Junko at the party. Why do we not want Junko at the party?
She is a being of pure rage, pretty much solely focused in her life on eliminating Chang'e. I'm gonna get that name right this time. Who is imprisoned on the moon.
Okay.
Anything that gets in the way of that is completely secondary. So she's not gonna want to go. Unless, like, we're firing missiles at the moon, which I'm sure is going to cause some problems for some of the other attendees. So I think it's just for the best for everyone that she just doesn't come to the party.
All right.
I know she's very popular. She's not going to the Christmas party. It's just I don't want to open that can of worms. We got a burb. We got Oku.
Nuclear burb.
Definitely. Okay, another character with some definite utility. She has the power to harness the sun and create nuclear energy after eating Yatagarasu.
Okay.
Now, I see this as a huge win. She can heat up the food.
Yes.
Now, she's definitely someone that might go a little bit overkill, so, you know, it might be like a last resort, like, we can't reheat things in the oven kind of situation. Because she might just, like char the food to oblivion.
Okay.
Because she definitely goes a little bit overkill. But I think that's definitely a really good utility to have at the Christmas party. You know, you gotta think about the utility there. And also, like, she's relatively cool. We got Flandre. I think it would be weird to invite most of the entire Scarlet Devil Mansion and not invite her.
That would be incredibly weird.
That would be very rude. You know, she's definitely, like, someone else who needs to get out a bit more. You know, she's been trapped in that basement for so long. You know, she's definitely a lot more childish than Ramelia. However, you know, Wonderful Christmas Time is Rumia, so I feel like that's fine. I think, yeah, we'll just invite Philandre. I don't think, like... I think she does... I could put her in Cool Rat. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we can put her there.
You know, her theme's a banger.
Definitely a good idea to bring her along.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It wouldn't be right.
It wouldn't be right. Also, like... You know, just thinking about it right now, like, her wings are kind of like Christmas lights. She doesn't even need to dress up. She's ready for the festive season. She dresses in red. Like, it works out perfect. We got Marissa. I feel like if we're inviting Reimu, we have to invite Marissa. Like Mario and Luigi, or...
We do have to invite Melissa.
Melissa. Start getting these names even more wrong on purpose.
No, it's the Japanese. The L and the R sounds the same, so it's definitely Melissa, right?
Please fall off a cliff. Hey, you know what? I think Marissa's cooler than Reimu. I'm just gonna go out there and say it. I think the Master Spark is the coolest. Period. Would we invite her first? I think we would. Yeah, I think we would. She definitely isn't Wonderful Christmas Time, but she's definitely like, you know, Reimu's cool and all. Marissa would bring like the party. Oh, it's Hekadia. Lapis Lazuli.
Looking at the Wikia, it is definitely Hakatia.
Her name's a fucking font. You know, she's got a funky fashion sense. You know, goddess of hell. You know, probably good to get out once in a while.
Yeah.
She's not evil or anything. Like, you don't have to be evil to be in hell.
Arguably, Hades wasn't a bad person.
Yeah, as long as you didn't watch the Disney Hercules.
Yeah. Well, James Woods, he killed that role.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like we've driven this conversation off a bridge. Doesn't like authority, and I can respect that.
But would James Woods play her in the live-action Touhou movie?
As soon as you said that, like, 3 cop cars just turned their sirens on, like, down the street. You know what? I think she's a cool rat. I think, you know, her, like, fashion sense and stuff is pretty divisive, but, like, she's just rocking her own style, man. And, like, she doesn't even have to, like, take time off work to come, because she has 3 different bodies that she can control at once.
Oh, shit. Easy invite.
We have Mononobe no Futo. I think she needs to come to this party. You know, she's one of those people that needs help adjusting. Like, needs to find people that can help her cut loose a bit. You know, it's very difficult for someone in her position to kind of open up. So I feel like giving her the opportunity, like inviting her, having her be a part of it, might actually like give her the chance to kind of open up.
She can manipulate feng shui. You know, that might be good in our 400 square foot apartment with 50 people in it.
She can make the most of the 400 square feet.
She definitely could. We got to invite her.
Yo, she's moving up. She's moving up. It just keeps getting better.
I swear to God, I just thought that was the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann.
My favorite Touhou character.
How's that gonna fit on the fucking balcony?
Don't think about it. Kogasa, you know what? She definitely has to come to the party because I don't want her to be sad. Yeah, there's no reason not to invite her.
Okay, so let's invite her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We have Yachi. Okay, so immediate problem. There's not a whole lot of real estate going on, and her tail is like 50 goddamn miles long. I think we definitely invite her. I'm not gonna be mad if she doesn't show up. Okay, we have Shion. So she tragically is someone we can't invite.
And why is that? Why can't Shion show up to the Christmas party?
Okay, so she deserves the W. She is the poverty goddess. So misfortune follows her everywhere she goes, and everything she takes part in goes really badly. So examples like, if she goes to a party, all the food tastes bad and all the drinks are disgusting and everyone gets sick.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't have that at the Christmas party. And like, I wish I could invite her, but like, I don't want the Christmas party to get ruined, you know? Like, It's nothing personal. It's just sometimes it just be that way, you know? Potentially, you know, not that we could plan ahead of time because we wouldn't want to like risk it. If there were any leftovers like afterwards or something though, like someone could bring them to her and be like,
Of
yo,
course.
like, because even if like the food ends up being awful or something, like at least we're still trying. And I'm sure she would appreciate the attempts. We have Koishi. I think she absolutely needs to be invited. She would not be one of the first people to get invited because when you aren't perceiving her, she doesn't exist. Basically, she is Satori's sister. However, she sealed her third eye and in the process sealed most of her own mind and being. So she operates pretty much entirely on subconscious.
Okay.
And she... if someone like stops looking at her, she ceases to exist unless like they're aware of, like well aware of her existing.
Yeah.
However, she definitely should be there. Like I feel like it would be mean to invite Satori and not Koishi. Hina is an interesting one.
Okay, now what did Hina do? How is Hina interesting?
So she has the ability to manage misfortune. So she can collect misfortune and like stockpile it into things around her. Now, she isn't going to like leave it with humans, so we would probably be fine. I think she should definitely be at the party. She'll probably make it a little bit better, right? We don't care about like social taboos or anything. Like, oh, she's a god of misfortune, so like you shouldn't like pay her much mind.
Right.
But let's like include her in the party. Like, not a first ballot, but she's getting included in the party. If you're into Touhou at all, we have like a almost 2-hour Touhou video where I go over the history of the series and its impact on the world. I'm quite proud of that video, but you know, if you happen to have like 2 hours this holiday season, maybe check it out. You know, links will be in the cards and all that fun stuff. We have Sanai. Her head got cut off. Very unfortunate. It would be very funny to invite Sanai's great ancestor and not her.
Oh, hilarious.
But where do we put Green Raimu?
Green
I
Raimu?
made someone very angry with that. I don't think there's
Not
anything wrong with
necessarily
it.
a cool
I
cat.
think she's cool. Like not cool rat, but like pretty cool. Yukari, a little bit nefarious.
Okay.
However,
Upper deck
Raimu's-
the toilet after it's already been upper decked.
I don't think
Nefarious?
no. Have a train come out of the upper deck toilet, kind of nefarious.
It would give us more square footage to have a train.
That is true, actually. We could have the train like come off the balcony.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfectly good fit, you know? Like, have her come and, like, just put a fucking train across, like, into the air. Like,
Yeah.
coming off the balcony, and we're good. Like,
Now we got like a dining car. We can enjoy all the sake we want.
it's perfect. Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have Ran, who, goes along with Yukari and technically Chen. Because, like,
Okay.
Ran is Yukari's familiar, and Chen is Ran's familiar. So I think they're about the same sort of spot. I think like they all kind of pair together.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like you know, it's a situation where you invited the whole family to the Christmas party. We got one more. We got Tsukasa Kudamaki. I probably don't want her at the Christmas party. She loves manipulation. She's a little bit like devilish with it a bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's she's a proud bitch.
Now, does she manipulate people or things?
People.
Ooh, I'm people. Is she gonna be spiteful that she doesn't show up though, or spiteful that she didn't get invited? Almost feels like a no-win scenario. But once again, back in 1914. All the countries that had a
I'm glad we're using
had a ceasefire.
the World War I ceasefire as our basis on whether we invite problematic characters to the Touhou Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked me into it. You know what? World War I's a good baseline. So here's the final list. You know, I think we've done a very good job here. I think this is wonderful. You know, we have Rumia right at the top where she belongs. I wonder how many people I made mad with this list. Oh well, it's my Christmas party. And if you, dear viewer, have any Touhou characters that you would want to invite to your Christmas party, or an argument against why I should invite any of these or uninvite any of these, leave a comment. It would help out tremendously.
And don't forget, viewers like you're also invited to our Christmas party. There's enough room on the balcony, I swear.
Absolutely. And we will give you the address right now.